Hi, we're the Jennifers and welcome to this month's Tour America show.
Coming up, we have some amazing offers for you on Kentucky, Philadelphia and Mexico. And later on, we'll have Vasco and Emer with all the latest cruise deals.
Now, we're delighted to have Brian Ingerfield here today, who's our General Manager. Now, our first offer is all about Kentucky. Now, myself and Jen haven't actually been, but Brian, you have.
I was lucky enough to go to Kentucky earlier in the year and had a fantastic week. It's very different America. It's not the New York, it's not Vegas, it's like the real America. It's diners that are not part of franchises, it's trucks parked outside the diners, it's guys in checky shirts, you know, not because they're trendy, but because they've always worn checky shirts. And there's loads of bits you can do in Kentucky, so it's a great trip. So I'll share a bit of that with you if you like.
Brilliant. And who would it appeal to, Brian?
Could be, I'd say anyone who's done America, loves America, but hasn't really felt that they've got beneath the surface of America. So anyone who's looking for something different in America, who's done the New Yorks, the Vegas, the Californias, it really gives you a flavour of what the real America is like.
Okay, now when I hear Kentucky, the first thing I think of is the Kentucky Derby and the horses. Yeah. What else is there to do in Kentucky? Well,
the horses are important. Yeah. You can't ignore the horses. I mean, if you stay in Louisville, it's about, I mean, you can go for the Derby, they have lots of other race meetings, you can go and see the horses training. Other than that, it's about the bourbon distilleries on the outskirts of Louisville. It's about golf near Louisville, it's about cigars. It's a bit laddish. A good lad's time could be had in Louisville, and with the distillery, the betting, the gambling, the cigars. It'd be good for a group of guys going.
And with regards to the hotels, what's the standard like in Kentucky?
The standard is good. You don't have your chains in the same way as the other cities in the States. You have lots of family-owned hotels. It was the nicest hotel I've ever been in was the 21C in Louisville. It's won, I think, Best Hotel of the Year the last 2 years running. It's really an art museum with some hotel rooms tacked on. It's a fantastic place. And the rest are more idiosyncratic. They're not branded, they're not formula hotels, but good standard, 4-star, 5-star.
It sounds like it's real, it's not your commercialised place, it's like a real America. We've never really seen that part of America, have we?
I think that would be the theme of it. It really is, you feel like you're not, obviously it has the same, it has your shopping malls, it has all that good bit, but the restaurants are individual, the hotels are individual. It doesn't feel like big America. It feels like the America you see on the TV, the real America, the pickup truck America, as I would call it. So it's fantastic.
And how many days would you recommend, or what way would you split it?
If you were just doing Kentucky, I think you'd have to do 2-3 days Louisville, and you do the bourbon thing, you do the city thing, you might go out for a game of golf. Lexington, maybe a couple of days. You do, if you're interested in horses, particularly do the stud farms. I mean, these horses are the celebrities of the horse racing world. You know, they live in certainly better homes than I live in. You know, they're fantastic. And then if you were interested in the music, the bluegrass music is from Kentucky, and that's out near Owensboro. There's the Bluegrass Museum. There's music in sort of little halls in little villages. Unbelievable, unbelievable.
And it's great for golfing as well. I think I read there was over 300 golf courses in Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, it is bits of it are very rural. It's very rural America with small towns with general stores and old-fashioned diners, and then a couple of big cities that aren't really that big, Louisville and Lexington. The capital is actually Frankfurt. None of them are very, very big cities. So it really is proper small town America.
Okay, so very much for your 3rd or 4th time visitor to the States to try something completely different.
I think so. I think you'd appreciate it better if you had sort of a term of reference in America, which might be your more conventional destination.
The question is, Brian, are you going to send me and Jen to Kentucky so we can try it out and see what it's like?
Maybe after the show we could talk about that.
Maybe. Well, let's have a look at this fantastic offer. I know we're very excited about it, Jen, aren't we? Kentucky offer from $899 per person. Includes return flights into Louisville, 5 nights accommodation at the Red Roof Louisville, based on 4 sharing, travel date the 15th of May, Quote reference 397238. Now that was great having Brian here on the couch giving all of his insider hints and tips to Kentucky.
But moving forward, we're going to Mexico. Now, Mexico is just a paradise, isn't it?
I have to say, if you want the ideal heavenly holiday, Mexico is definitely the place for you.
And today we've teamed up with the Royal Cancun for an exclusive offer with Tour America. Not only are you getting a 7-night stay in the Royal Cancun, they're also throwing in a dolphin swim for 2.
It's absolutely brilliant. The dolphin swim is one of those once-in-a-lifetime things to do, isn't it, Jen?
Oh, it's brilliant. I did one recently and I had an absolute ball. Like just, you know, in the pool, holding onto the fin, like you see in the movies, and you go across the pool. It's so much fun.
And they're real friendly animals, aren't they?
They are. And they actually feel a bit like this couch. They're kind of leathery, you know? Really
I'll have to give one a rub the next time I'm there. Now, this offer, as Jen mentioned, is in the Royal Cancun. It's a fabulous 5-star hotel, and it literally has everything you could possibly want, doesn't it?
It is. It's a beachfront property, and it's not an all-inclusive property, so it means that you're not restricted to staying within the resort, and it's only 15 minutes from downtown Cancun and 20 minutes from the airport. But it is so luxurious.
It really is, and it has the only oceanside spa in Cancun. It's absolutely amazing. So imagine enjoying your facial while out on the beach.
Oh,
Bliss.
Beautiful. And they've these cabanas on the beach. So you literally come out of your hotel room, walk through the pool area, and you're on the beach in a beautiful cabana. It's like just out of this world.
Now, I know we want to go there now, don't we?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, whether you're a couple or a family, this hotel is absolutely for everybody. If you're traveling with young children, they have an absolutely fantastic kids club. So if you want to enjoy a meal with your other half and the kids are enjoying having a great time too, it's the place for you.
And within the resort itself, there are so many dining options, whether you want Mexican, Spanish tapas, Asian, European food. It has absolutely everything, and it's all done in pure luxury.
The accommodations within the hotel are actually all suites, so you don't feel as if you're living out of a pokey hotel room either. You're just in the lap of luxury.
And you're within the hotel zone in Cancun, which is the best location to be. As I say, close to downtown. It's close if you want to go and do any of the excursions within Mexico. Ideal location, fabulous hotel. It is just amazing.
Jen, when are we going?
Well, let's have a look at this offer and find out.
Mexico offer from $999 per person. Price includes return flights to Cancun with British Airways, 7 nights at the 5-star Royal Cancun, based on 2 people sharing, travel date the 13th of January, quote reference 397291. Now our next offer is over to Philadelphia. Now when I think of Philadelphia, Jen, I think of shopping.
Absolutely, because Philadelphia is tax-free shopping, and they have one of the largest shopping outlets in the States. What's it called again?
The King of Prussia Mall.
Yes, it's a brilliant place to go shopping. And if you've done the shopping in New York and Boston and Florida, and you want to try something different that is so cheap, it has to be Philadelphia.
And it's great as well. It's actually a direct flight on US Airways from Dublin to Philadelphia, so there's none of these changeovers or anything like that. And it is a great gateway to other cities. Only 100 miles from New York, 60 miles from Atlantic City, like the mini Las Vegas.
Yeah, or if you want to go to Washington. But Philadelphia itself is steeped in history with its tree-lined streets, the Benjamin Franklin Museum, you've got the Liberty Bell.
And it's a great thing about Philadelphia is it's a walkable city.
Yeah.
So maybe if you're going as a couple, one of you's like the shopping, another likes the history, it's absolutely perfect.
And it's home of the Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, I love Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, me too. Love it.
So maybe after a day of blissful shopping or going to one of the many museums in Philadelphia, don't forget to hit South Street. You've got so many different restaurants and bars there that you're going to have so much choice and have a brilliant, brilliant evening.
Or alternatively, you can head down to the waterfront. Again, there's loads of bars and restaurants, and the views are fantastic. So let's have a look at this exclusive Tour America offer.
Philadelphia from 615 per person. Includes return flights to Philadelphia, 3 nights at the Comfort Inn Historic District, based on 4 sharing, travel date the 10th of December, quote reference 397784. Now I am definitely in a shopping mood after looking at that Philadelphia offer.
Definitely, with Christmas coming up, I am so going to head to Philadelphia.
Now we're very excited because here at Tour America we have an exclusive competition where you could be in with a chance of winning 3 nights stay in Philadelphia. That's flights and hotel. What do they have to do, Jen?
Log on to touramerica.ie, follow the competition tab for your chance to win this exclusive prize.
I really wish we could enter, Jen.
I know. Well, I'll tell you, I'm going online now to check the prices of Philadelphia for Christmas shopping.
That's it. Now stay tuned as Emer and Vasco are going to be here sharing all the exclusive cruise offers we have today.
Thank you, Jennifer. Once again, you presented us with great specials to the States, exclusive to Tour America. But now let's move on to the cruises. We have some great deals today.
Today we're going to start our journey in Copenhagen, a beautiful city packed with palaces, historic buildings and plenty of beautiful scenery.
I've just arrived in Copenhagen and I'm here at Kongens Nytorv, the King's New Square. I like to think of this as the heart and hub of the city. You can start walking in almost any direction and explore this exciting and vibrant Nordic city. So now we're just steps away from Kongens Nytorv. This is Nyhavn, and the name means new harbor. This is a great place to take a seat by the wooden wharf and enjoy the sunshine, or to come over and have a beer and some fine food. To get between the airport and the city center, I simply hopped on the metro. Cost about $5. Time to the city center, about 15 minutes. And it's been awarded the world's best metro. One fun way to see Copenhagen is on a bicycle, and along the harborfront path here you can see some really great sights like the Gefjon fountain behind me and the Little Mermaid ahead of me. She's possibly the most adored woman in all of Denmark, well, with the exception of the Queen perhaps. She's from a Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale, and she's been a fixture here since 1913. Within an easy walk of the Little Mermaid is Langelinia. It's one of the docks where cruise ships tie up in Northern Europe's leading cruise destination. Whether you're riding or walking along the waterfront, one thing that you'll want to see is Amalienborg. This is home to the world's oldest monarchy, and you'll want to be here in time for the changing of the guard. Now, one tip that I can give you is when the flag is up, the Queen is at home. Denmark, of course, is famous for its architecture, and you can see a lot just by walking, like the new playhouse behind me, or across the harbor, the Opera House. After cycling and sightseeing, you need to fill your belly, and what could be better than a traditional Danish smørrebrød?
It's an open fish sandwich. It's only one bread and it's always under, and you have all the stuff on top of the bread. This is our speciality of the house, spicy boiled herring, and this is roasted herring. And this is the aquavit.
So I understand you always drink schnapps with herring.
Yeah, with herring, always.
The sun sets late in Copenhagen, giving us plenty of time to enjoy the evening entertainment, from outdoor concerts to indoor performances. After a long day, it's time to head back to my hotel. There's a lot more for us to do tomorrow. Well, good morning from Copenhagen. I'm sitting by the lakes and I'm looking out at the world's busiest bike lane. Every morning, hundreds of thousands of Copenhageners commute to work by bicycle. It's a great way to start the morning. Another great way to start the morning, of course, is with a Danish pastry and a cafe latte. You want to get yourself a Copenhagen card, which is good for free travel as well as free entry into many attractions and museums. And one of my favorites is here, the Glyptoteket. And it's good to know that each Carlsberg beer I drink helps support this museum. The collection here was curated by the 19th century industrialist Carl Jacobsen, who used the proceeds from his Carlsberg beer empire to fund this museum. This is Hans Christian Andersen, the father of fairy tales. And Andersen is looking at our next destination in Copenhagen, Tivoli. Here's a place where you can be a kid again. The Danes have been enjoying themselves here at Tivoli since 1843, when Tivoli was founded. Here you have it all: restaurants, flower gardens, architecture, entertainment, and best of all, some very exciting rides. Hold on. Well, now we're in City Hall Square, and we're going to try something a little unusual, but it's traditional Danish food. Well, every Dane loves a good dog, a hot dog, and this hot dog will be like any other you've ever tried. From hot dogs to gourmet dining, Copenhagen has what it takes to please all palates, including many Michelin-starred restaurants. With 2 perfect days in Copenhagen, you'll have plenty of time to see the city on the water, from the water. You'll see Copenhagen in a completely different perspective, and one great way to do that is on a canal cruise. Now we're seeing a completely different side of Copenhagen. This is actually the Free State of Christiania, and this is a throwback to the 60s and 70s. It's a free-spirited lifestyle where anything goes, and also nearby is Christianshavn and the Savior's Church. Now we're in one of the hippest parts of Copenhagen. This is the old meatpacking district. The butchers are still here, but now they're accompanied by restaurants. In fact, some of the restaurants get their meat from next door. And also there are galleries and great places to hang out. No trip to Copenhagen is complete without shopping, so head to a couple of other trendy areas, Vesterbro and Nordbro. Or you could take a stroll down Strøget, Europe's longest pedestrian shopping street. We're back to where we started 2 perfect days Copenhagen. There's a lot more to see, but that's for another story. So for now, it's good night and goodbye.
It's indeed a beautiful city. One of my favorites is perhaps King's Garden. It's such an amazing, amazing park. Also Tivoli Gardens, I really like that. They have the second oldest amusement park in this place, where in fact this is where they got the idea of Disney.
One of the best ways to get around the city is to take a bike ride. There's many areas around the city. There's over 110 bike points and they're all free to you to use. Whilst you're in the city, you can also avail of the Copenhagen Open Card. This is an offer with our special offer this evening. This gives you free access to hundreds of museums and palaces and all of the attractions throughout Copenhagen to use while you're there. Great, great value for your stay when you're there in Copenhagen.
Yeah, definitely. This is a great idea. Hundreds of bikes you see every day in this city, and it's definitely a very good way to just to visit the city and to do your sightseeing. You cannot miss the Little Mermaid, and you just, you have to make a wish and hopefully you'll get it.
Yeah, that's what Copenhagen is really renowned for, the Little Mermaid there at the entrance to the harbour. Your cruise ships actually dock in there really, really close by, so you can actually walk quite easily to visit this particular site. Another area of the city is definitely the shopping areas. It's home to one of the longest pedestrianised shopping streets in the world, and it's got plenty of choices of beautiful restaurants, open-air markets and stalls. It's a really great way to pass the day.
Yeah, and after your very nice food that they have in Denmark, don't forget to go down to the Carlsberg Brewery. I think it's a great day, and you get to try all those nice beers that they have.
Definitely. The city is actually dotted with loads of microbreweries, so you can actually really spend the day kind of getting to know the ins and outs of those special hops and breweries.
If I can just mention one more place, because it's really good, Frederiksberg Gardens. It's a very nice park, and it's just beside the zoo. And it's a great day for a family, so I think that's one place that you should visit.
Whilst you're here, you'll actually stay in the Clarion Collection Neptune Hotel, a fabulous hotel located right in the city centre, so it's actually really close by to most of those activities that we've mentioned. You will get a great rate there, and that's a great start to your cruise that we're going to just talk about now.
This special offer, it's exclusive to Cruise Holidays, and it's on board of Norwegian Sun.
The Norwegian Sun is experienced at covering the Baltic cruise cities at this stage, and the staff on board are only too happy to share their experiences and their secret haunts for each of the ports that you'll visit throughout this cruise. Norwegian Sun has over 12 different dining options to choose from on board, varying from the buffet-style cafes right through to the specialty steakhouses and Italian fine dining.
Definitely, I mean, it's a great ship. Also, they have 8 lounges, bars on board. It's impossible to choose the best one, but perhaps for me it's Dazzle's Club. They have great tunes there, great cocktails, and it's always a lot of fun, always.
For the kids, of course, you've got the kids clubs, you've got Kids Corner, the Teens Club, you've got video arcades, so there's plenty for them to keep activity-wise as well.
And you also have on board all the other facilities that you may expect on a cruise ship, like the basketball court, the walking track, or a jog for some of you. Also, they have a great gym and a beautiful spa with great treatments.
The accommodations on board are equally as good, with an affordable range right through from the interiors and ocean views to the opulent owner's suite, which boasts a fantastic balcony, perfect viewpoint for visiting all of those cities you're arriving into in style. The Norwegian Sun is an absolutely beautiful ship, so let's take a look at this exclusive offer.
11-night Baltic fly cruise and stay from 1189 per person. Price includes return flights to Copenhagen direct with SAS Airlines, 2 nights in the 4-star Neptune Hotel, and 9 nights on board Norwegian Cruise Line's Sun. Departure date 7th of June 2012. Quote reference 395923. Norwegian Sun. All meals and entertainment are included, and a dinner for 2 in the specialty Le Bistro restaurant. Day 1, depart Copenhagen. Day 2, Warnemund, Germany. Day 3 is at sea. Day 4, Tallinn, Estonia. Day 5, St. Petersburg, Russia. Day 6, Helsinki, Finland. Day 7, Stockholm, Sweden. Day 8 is at sea, and Day 9, return to Copenhagen.
Our next offer is aboard the Norwegian Jade, a beautiful ship with 15 decks packed full of fun, entertainment, great dining and great accommodations.
Yeah, indeed, this is a beautiful ship. I actually love the Norwegian Jade. They have 13 bars and lounges, and some of them are really, really cool. The Medusa nightclub, it's great. They have amazing cocktails, and it's always a lot of fun there at night.
If you've danced the night away, you might want to just chill out and relax in the fabulous spas that they have on board. Treat yourself to a hot stone massage, nice manicure and pedicure perhaps, or get the hair done for that special occasion. With 14 dining options to choose from on board, from the main dining rooms to the Topsiders Bar and Grill, right through to the specialty Le Bistro French restaurant and the steakhouse, you'll never go hungry on board this ship.
After your nice meal, the shows are great on board. As we said last week, Norwegian Cruise Line, they have perhaps the best entertainment at sea. One of my favorites on board the Jade is the Showdown. It's basically an X Factor and you become the judge. So you get to decide everything, and you know, I always wanted to be Simon Cowell, so I think it's just great. Also, they have the Elements show. It's a great production, Broadway style. You really want to check this out.
One of my favourite accommodations on board the Norwegian Jade has to be the Garden Villa. This sleeps up to 8 people over 3 bedrooms with hot tub, your own private garden and exclusive access to the courtyard area. It's perfect if you're celebrating an occasion with friends or want to bring all the family along and share together.
And let's not forget the kids. They always have the most amazing time on board of a Norwegian cruise line. They have the Treetops Kids Club and also the Sapphire Kids Pool. Now the pools there are just amazing, and they always have the most amazing time.
This ship really is for everyone, so whether you're travelling alone, with family, with friends or your partner, the Norwegian Jade has something for everyone. So let's take a look at this exclusive offer to Cruise Holidays.
Nine-night cruise on board Norwegian Cruise Line's Jade. Departure date the 20th of January from $699 per person based on a family of 4. Quote reference 397688. Norwegian Jade. Day 1, depart Malaga. Day 2 is at sea. Day 3, Barcelona. Day 4 and 5 are at sea. Day 6, Funchal, Portugal. Day 7, Santa Cruz and Tenerife. Day 8, Lanzarote. Day 9 at sea, and the final day arrive back into Malaga, Spain.
Once again, a great show today. Some amazing offers to the States with the Jennifers and also us with the cruises.
To avail of all these exclusive offers you've seen in today's show, call us on the numbers below or visit our website touramerica.ie or cruiseholidays.ie. You can always drop into us on 62 to 63 Middle Abbey Street in Dublin or our Patrick Street office in Cork.
Also remember to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
Next time we're going to shake things up a little though. You never know who's going to be here on this sofa, so watch this space. See you next time.
See you next time.